morning, YouTube power nerds. I apologize for the quick and cheap video. I'm using the camera mic because I got a gig I gotta pack up in half an hour. But based on my videos I uploaded yesterday, which were the unpacking of the amazing CIOKS, which I still don't know how to say, because I gotta document that in phonetic language tries to tell me how to say the word CIOKS, 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 CIOKS. I don't know how to say it. I'm saying CIOKS because that's how I say it. The unpacking and then the installing of the really cool DC5, which would look like this in size. That rhymes, kind of. I got an email from the company, from Paul, the founder, Paul Cioks. That's probably as wrong as he can possibly say that name. I apologize. And he told me a couple of cool things. First of all, I showed you all these really cool templates, let's call them, because you can see the size. It's kind of their flyer, but you can see the size of the power supply. So if you went to the show, the trade show, and for example you were interested in the Ciokolate, then you would go and grab this, take it home, and say, hey, you know what? Let me see if this fits on my pedal board, on, under, whatever, and you have the size. So that's cool, but actually not on this one. But on this one, no, on this one you can see it. No, you cannot. What the crap? It's not on these. Here. On the Eventide power factor, by the way, he informed me, Eventides, and that's why it's special, draw 400 milliamps. So just below. So that's why he actually has 400 milliamp outputs. That's why it's called the Eventide power factor too. But on the back here, I don't know if you can see this. Actually, you can. See right there? There are little markings in the text, right smack in the middle, which is brilliant. It's a flyer for the power supply. It shows you the size, and you have markings. And these markings are there for you to know where to drill on your pedal board. Same thing on... Yes. Same thing on the DC5. It's very subtle, but it's somewhere here and somewhere right there. So it's a drill template, so you can put it on your board, drill. And he said the screws that were supplied, which I have here somewhere, right here, they're so flat that if you cut a hole the size of the head of the screw into your Velcro, it will pretty much disappear, be flat with the Velcro, and you can still put pedals on it. That is fucking smart thinking. Obviously, I gotta mention it again. Even if you don't need a power supply, get the pussy power, because it's freaking awesome to have the guts to put a vagina on a power supply. These guys just win. I'm sorry. Just to have the freaking balls to say, we're gonna make it pink and put a pussy on it. Why not? Why not put a pussy on it? So this was one thing. So these templates are also drill templates, which is way cool. 400 milliamps for the Strymons. And I said you can use this flex cable, the 8800, which is pretty much just a RCA, I'm going to call it male to 2 RCA male to 1 RCA female. To sum 2 outputs. And I said, well, you know what, you can take the 300 and the 100 and then you've got 400. This doesn't work. You always need 2 outputs of the same milliampage. So, let me actually get this out of here. Actually, if you can see this right here, you can see the LEDs. Can you see the LEDs? There's LEDs. Well, there's... Actually, I didn't see this before. The O of CIOKS is the main power LED, but every output, like on many power supplies, has its own LED. If you overload one of the outputs, meaning you daisy chain too many pedals or you put a pedal on it that it can't handle, the LED will go off. So that's a clear indicator, take a pedal off, put a different pedal on. So that's nice. I'm gonna get this off because I didn't Velcro, I didn't screw it on, because I need to be more flexible with my power supplies. I have so many boards, I put it on here. Screwing it on is not the best option for me, but that also means I'm losing about 2 or 3 millimeters. It's a little bit of an inch. It's tiny. In height, which means it's sitting kind of flat with the feet, as we've seen in the video. If you screw it on, it's gonna be off the ground. Which is a song I wrote on the first Frameshift album with James Labrie called Off the Ground. It was about the... No, it wasn't. So I said you can link these with the optional link adapter, which is way cool. So if you had several... Let me check this out. You had the Adam... And you had the Big John. You could actually link these together like this with an optional adapter. And I said you can link two DC5s together. Well, you cannot, for a simple reason. Actually, with the Adam, you also cannot. Wait a second. Not that I'm saying something wrong again. give me just a second. Because the Adam, as far as I understand, also fits under these pedal boards. Power supplies link. Okay, so the Adam also not. It's very simple. If your outputs are on the long side at the bottom, let's call it bottom, then obviously here and here can be a link hole. Let's call it the link hole. If they're at the bottom, fine. It doesn't make sense to put them at the bottom, over here. Because if I use a Big John on this, I have no way to actually get to my outputs. Even though the Big John might fit. Not in height, it's a little bit higher, but it doesn't make sense. So the ones that have the outputs on the short side, obviously are made to go under these pedal boards, like the Nano and the Metro. So if you have the DC5, smack it on here, and your outputs are on the side, which simply means you cannot have that link option. So you can link them with other link power supplies, which are in this case, let me find out and tell you. The Schizophrenic, the Big John, and the AC Rider. The Schizophrenic, the Big John, and the AC Rider. This is cool, it's like a puzzle. And these you can also connect with the DC5 and the Adam, but the Adam or the DC5 would have to be the last in the chain because there's no way to go further. Does it make sense? It makes total physical sense because these have the outputs on the side. You can only link them with ones that have it at the bottom. Makes total sense. Let's see what else he said. Because I want you guys to know this shit. I already said the Flex 880, you can sum two outputs. If you had a crazy pedal that needed, he said something about, let me see, I don't know the pedal. Why don't I know it? The Kingsley Jester or Juggler, and they need 500 milliamps. You take two 300 milliamp outputs, which this has, you chain them together with this, and you actually have enough power. Even in, or you could power a 400 milliamp Eventide. I think they need 12 volt, something like this. But you can do it, but you're losing both of them, okay? Then, he said some of the electroharmonics pedals, the POG, they need more than 100. So you chain two 100s together and you got 200. So, but you can only do that with two outputs that are equal. Equal voltage, equal milliamps. Okay, and he said one more trick. If you got an M9, that's the middle, yeah, M5, M9, M13. I got an M13. Line 6 pedal. Many people like the M9 for size. And you can fit that on a Metro, which is the mid-sized pedal train. you can use two 300 milliamp outputs, set them both to 12 volt, use this adapter, which you have to get separate, and then followed by a green flex, which I guess is for 12 volts. And it draws just below 500 milliamps. You're going to have 600 available. So you could power a Line 6 M9 with this. How cool is this? What's the green flex for? Set it in the manual, I forgot. So, the point is, now with the link option, the AC rider, all, you know, having 800 milliamps DC available, AC available, sorry. The link option, the possibility to put them under small boards, the possibility to put 9, 12, 18, put them together, all these options. You can pretty much build any kind of combination that suits your board perfectly. And I have to say that in terms of form factor, the small size, this is one of my favorite power supplies. You know, you guys know I'm a supporter of Yankee. They make good shit. They do. Yankee power supplies are insanely powered. But they don't have one yet that fit under the small pedal train boards, and can't necessarily compare them. Yankee has a lot of power on all outputs, but for that they're also bigger. If you want the small, kind of little bit more elegant solution, it's this. Right now, I can tell you which one I would prefer. I would say it depends on the board I'm building and the situation. And that's exactly what these companies do. They specialize. Yankee, big ass power. CIOKS, small, elegant, fit under everything. Don't really notice them. And definite flexibility when it comes to combining different power supplies. That is the key. So, thanks again, Paul Cioks. Paul Cioks. Paul C. How about that? I hope you're gonna send me more because I love them. I want this one. And I'll smack them under boards, I'll make you videos, and I'll talk about them. How about this? I might even have some private fun with this one. Okay, I'm getting ready to play a gig. I gotta run, I gotta drink coffee. See you guys. Thanks for sticking around.